My name is Tete, a senior from Garinger High School. Today I'm gonna present my topic, which is ISS and OSS. I decided to interview people from my community and school to ask them their opinion about my topic, which I think ISS and OSS is not a good punishment in school. So watch and we're gonna discuss later. Thank you. I'm ready.
How you doing, Crystal?
I'm doing good, and you?
All right.
I just want to know what's the purpose of ISS in school?
Well, first of all, my name is Miss Wren. I am the
Okay.
coordinator in school suspension here at
Yes.
Garinger High School.
Yes.
And in school suspension consists of students that are either tardy, they have disciplinary problems. So instead of them being suspended and put out of school, we have a place inside Garinger where they come, they sit, and they do their work.
Okay. Do you think school should have ISS and OSS as a punishment?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Ms. Mercados. I work with communities and schools, and the question was, do I think ISS is a good punishment for students?
Yes.
I do not think it is a good punishment. I think that the punishment or the consequence should be based on whatever the student did and find a creative way for a student to learn how to have better actions based on the situation that happened. A lot of times nothing is accomplished when they're just sitting in a classroom and they don't really learn about the specific behavior and how to change it. So.
Thank you. Have you ever been on ISS before?
No, I haven't been ISIS before.
Can you tell me the purpose of ISS and OSS in school?
I really don't see the purpose of OSS or ISS in school because OSS and ISS is just a place for kids that can use their phone and chill and it's an excuse for not doing their work.
So do you think school should have another way to punish like students?
Of course they should because they should find a punishment that is suited for those kids that don't behave in class and a way for them to do their work.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. For the question I have, how do you think we should punish students?
I wasn't ready for that. Well, it's not so much about punishing them for what.
For like if they get in trouble, if they did something bad?
I think, I honestly think if kids are disrupting class and making it hard for other kids to learn, I think they should be removed from the classroom. Because I think the kids in there who are working hard have the right to learn.
Okay, so do you think we should like remove and send them to ISIS, or we can find another way to punish them?
I think ISS just needs to be revamped. I think ISS needs to be hard. It needs to involve remedial studying, so these students are working the entire time. It needs to focus on basic skills so that these kids maybe can, because a lot of the kids that get ISS are way behind already. And so I think some sort of ISS, but it's not necessarily suspension. It's more sort of a remedial learning in it, maybe even eventually an alternate classroom for kids who are constantly disruptive.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think ISS and OSS stand for?
ISS stand for in school suspension and OSS stand for out of school suspension, I believe.
Okay, what's the purpose of ISS and OSS in school?
I mean, I really don't see the purpose of ISS and OSS in school anymore. At first, it was like a big deal. Like, everybody, like, if you get OSS, you're going to get scared. But now, like, students going to do stuff in purpose just to go to ISS and OSS to avoid doing work. So I don't see the purpose of it.
Do you think school should have another way to punish students?
Yes, of course, they should, because ISS and OSS is really not the deal no more. They should find something that students will going to be scared of, like, to get, which can be like not just to stay in school and go somewhere to use your phone and go to sleep. No, that's not a good one.
Also a way that they can do their work.
Can you tell me the purpose of ISS and OSS in school?
Sure. ISS is when students act up or they have excessive tardiness or
they're being defined in a class or maybe getting ready to have a fight, they will have to be in ISS for the whole day. It just depends on what the situation is. OSS is at a school suspension, meaning that they had a fight on campus. They have to be suspended right then and there. We have a parent. If we can make parent contact, we have a parent come get them and bring them home. So OSS stands for out of school suspension, meaning that they cannot come back on campus for the amount of days that they have been suspended.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the negative side of ISS?
The negative side of ISS is that the student have to stay in one room for the whole time without doing anything. So they just miss the class, miss the test and fail it. Yeah.
How you doing? My name is David Spellman. I work for CMS as a district behavior modification technician.
Okay, do you believe ISS and OSS is a good punishment in school?
Honestly, yes and no, because for some students it is effective, and for others it's more of a joke or a game.
Do you think school should have another way to punish students?
I do believe in alternatives to suspension, OSS, but that will be in forms of community service, which is have students pick up trash.
So there is some students in school, they don't know what ISS and OSS means. So when they get saying, they'll be like, what is ISS and what is OSS? Can you tell people like what is ISS and OSS stand for?
All right,
student a lesson for all the mistakes they had committed. Not only they get to sit in the classroom, but they also are given a chance to make up the miswork they have done. So if you miss a class, you get to go to ISS, but you also get to make up the work that you do. So I don't really know, but in my opinion,